Demolition still hasn't been put in the Hall of Fame. Some people that were in the concussions lawsuit have come back on good terms with WWE since, such as Sylvain Grenier, who's been an agent since that lawsuit. What was so bothersome about that Bill Eadie lawsuit that it seems like WWE is still holding a grudge about it to this day?
Right. So there's two lawsuits. The first one that you're referring to was one that where Bill sued basically because he said he was underpaid based on his merchandise and also his payoffs for his run in Demolition, and that he had actually helped create the gimmick of Demolition, and it wasn't Vince that had created it. And Bill went through in the lawsuit and he's like, look, on these early pay-per-views, we were getting maybe a better payoff than we would get for a regular house show, but they weren't calculating our pay based on the pay-per-view revenue and receipts. So Vince was making a killing in those early pay-per-views because he had the live gate, but then he had all the money, way more money coming from the pay-per-view receipts that the talent wasn't really getting. Maybe Hulk Hogan got it, the top talent, but not the underneath guys. And so with Bill, like, in suing Vince, most people would fold very quickly. Bill stretched out for 10 years on that lawsuit, refusing to settle. Ultimately, he settled, but it was for an amount he was very happy with. So I think that that's a big reason, is that Bill Eadie, and he told me that at one point it wasn't even about the details of the lawsuit. It was on principle that he wanted to stick it out with Vince. And, Bill, basically, it came down to him. Bill said that Vince was not a man of his word, and that, Bill was, when I was interviewing Bill, he got emotional talking about how his father, one of his father's biggest principles was being a man of your word. And, Bill always followed that, and how disappointed he was that Vince had not, because Vince had also promised to make him an agent when he retired in late 1991, or no, 1990 rather. His last match was at the Survivor Series, and Bill had been told by Vince he was going to be an agent, and then Vince, when it came time to hire him, said, "I'm sorry, I'm not going to hire him."